What's going on, collective? Welcome back to Divine Time at 33. All right, check it out. Today is about forgiving. Who wants to forgive somebody? I know now a lot of y'all like, up, change it, right? But look, I want to let y'all know it's programming, all right? To forgive somebody is actually really easy. All you have to do is speak it out of your throat chakra, right? That vortex then works with you and your higher self and with spirit to move your energy out of that state. Okay? So when you are won't forgive someone because you are hell bent on holding on to it because you feel like there's some control, or maybe through the pain you don't want to forgive him. I don't want to forgive him. Listen, I want to tell you, you're hurting yourself. All right? Give yourself grace and give yourself love. If you have had animosity with somebody in your life, whether it be friends, family, co-workers, let it go. And how do you let it go? You have to forgive it. You have to speak it, not to them. All right? You don't need to kiss nobody's ass. All right? You need to allow yourself to forgive it. So that way your energy doesn't get all tangled up and clustered up and chunked up, and then you become imbalanced. All right? So forgive people and let it go and move forward. Whether you tell them or not, tell yourself that so you can heal from it. And keep in mind, healing is a process, okay? So it doesn't happen overnight. It might take a year. It might still keep coming up. And every time that happens and you forgive and it comes up a little more, this is part of the process. So when we say, well, I forgave him, well, you're still holding on to energy. So no, you didn't. We forgive so that we can be in a different state, a more healthier state. All right. A state where we can manifest, a state where we can create. All right. For a male that cannot forgive divine energy, let's put it like that. Okay. That's in male and female. All right. They can often become ruthless, overbearing. All right. Using their masculinity to push their objective because they're unhealed. This is why we heal. All right. When it comes to feminine energy, her emotions, although through hormones, they can vary anyway, they become more out of sync. All right. Way out of sync. All right. Bipolar, stuff like that. Okay. That is a condition that has been built up. People say, well, I got it hereditarily or whatever. Listen, all right, when you resonate with the same frequencies that your people resonate with, then you're more unlikely to bring that on. If you're born with it, it's a different story. You could probably heal it, all right, and make it a lot easier to deal with. But if you're resonating with your parents and your grandparents, if you're eating the same foods, if you're taking on the same energy, you got to keep in mind that there are a lot of energetic curses are given to, the children. All right. They're born with it. They have to deal with it on their own, the way they deal with it. So when you heal, you allow for energy to flow through. You allow for those curses to break naturally because you're not in that state. Okay. Now, feminine energy. All right. She holds a lot of her manifestation, a lot of her power in her stomach power chakra. Okay. It sits right here in her stomach. Okay. I remember being in Peru and I remember him spending a lot of time just with the women and his hands on their stomach. And he just kept saying, you all hold energy in your stomach. You hold energy in your stomach. When you're holding all that energy, it makes you so dense, you learn to accept life that way. But that's not the reality. It's an illusion. It's fog. All right. So you don't have to harden yourself to the fog. You need to heal it so that you can move in a more balanced fashion with your masculine and your feminine energy, giving you the power to create and grab a hold of your life like you really want. Okay. That's all for divine timing for today. I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all souls. Okay. And I'm here to help. All right. And I'm sending you peace, love, and light. And I'll share.